Good afternoon, it's Jim in beautiful Beaverton, Oregon. Well, it's the 22nd of November and it's really gotten cold out here all of a sudden. The last week or so it's getting down to freezing at night. So we're really kind of getting into winter here. So today I would like to do two things. One is I want to cut some fall vegetables into this platter. And the other is to talk about how we heat this greenhouse on normal cold nights. So before I do that though, I would like to spend just a real brief second talking about our channel and what it is that we're trying to accomplish. So anyhow, this is the Bluegill Hotel is a small aquaponics channel with a heavy emphasis on fish. So we keep the fish as pets. You certainly don't have to, but that's just our way. And the plants we grow kind of as a new adventure for us. So we don't want to tell you how to make an aquaponics system, or even to do it, you know, how I do. There's a million different ways to do it, and I'm not here to tell you whose way is best, but I can show you my way, and my hope is that you will get enough information that it will be helpful to you when you decide to build yours. So if when you watch this you find this information helpful, it would be good for me if you could hit the like and subscribe button, and it will help me to continue doing this. So anyhow, let's get back to the main story. So we're going to start by doing a few. First of all, this is a black snowflake Pyrex tray, relatively rare. I think they're kind of cool. It's maybe 60, 70 years old, something like that, still in perfect shape. So we're going to pick into that. We got two things we're doing today. Back up here with my fig bird, we're cutting kale, which is something that I have never tried to cook. I ate some raw one time and I hated it, so we're going to give it one more go. I've been looking at some recipes on YouTube and we'll try it just a little bit more. There we go. So over here, this is Bok Choy. I think I said that right. I've never eaten this either. They tell me that you can eat the tender stuff, the small stuff, like in the salad, and the other you stir fry, which is what I'm going to do with it. This is red, by the way. That's about all I know. So I will let you know how this stuff comes out. That should be about enough. Before we quit doing this, I should show you my beautiful little purple cauliflowers. Not sure how big they're going to get. So anyhow, that's enough of that. Now, let's talk about how we heat on an everyday basis here. This is a flower pot candle lamp. 5 candles in it. You have to go for 4 hours. So it's not good for heating overnight, but when I get up in the morning, if I come out here, if I start this up, it'll bring the temperature up a few days. What we burn in that, these are tea candles, but specifically they come from IKEA, who has, as far as I know, by far the best price and really good candles. So here's a pitch for IKEA. That's where I would get them. So anyhow, the big thing with these and with anything that has fire in it is to make sure there's nothing overhead that will burn. This is a steel table. If you look closely, you'll see this is a steel pan on a steel table, and they're in metal on that. So they're really relatively safe. You just got to be very, very careful and don't have kids or dogs that can knock it over. So let us go on back this way, and we'll show you the other main method I use, which is oil lamps. These are, I've been calling them Furheim. They're German-made oil lamps. I went on the internet to see if I was correct, and I still can't. So I think it's more like, gosh, I can't say anyhow. Furheim is wrong. They're German-made lamps, but they're ridiculously stout. They're about twice as heavy a gauge as the competition. They burn for 22 hours is what they claim. I've discovered that if you turn them down low, they'll do 24. We burn paraffin lamp oil in these. If you want the good stuff, don't ever burn the bad stuff in your lamp or it'll wreck your lamp for the good stuff. But if you want the good stuff, it's got to say on it right there. You see that says paraffin? Don't come back with something that says smokeless or doesn't smell or odorless. If it says paraffin, it's the good stuff. This is, by the way, totally odorless, and it makes a good cleaning solution. Anyhow, this is the other method. We can leave these running overnight. And so tonight, for instance, it's going to go down to 30, so I will light 2 of these off, and it will bring my temperature up in here, well, of course, well above freezing. But that's our main source. Now we have, if you look in the back over here, 4 others. If you had to, you could light up a whole bunch of them, but you have to use a lot of oil to do so. So anyhow, that's about all I got for today. We'll see you a little later.
Today?
Oh yeah, and I got one more thing, the tip of the day. Good thing you said that. People complain that oil lamps leak. They'll get them and they say things no good, it leaks. Well, 99% of the time, it's not that it leaks. You fill it up too far. Look, you see there's a fill hole there. Fill it up about there, right about there. No higher. If you fill it any higher, it's going to leak. In particular, if you fill it and it gets hot, then it will expand and leak worse. So just make sure you fill them no more than 3/4 full and you will be happy. You can still get your hours out of it. They figure it that way. So anyhow, once again, we will see you next time.